Good morning, children. Today we will do the northern plains. This will be our second part, and we have finished till the Gangotri glacier, right? We have finished till the Gangotri glacier and the Brahmaputra basin. Today we will be starting from the states which we find in the northern plains. Some of the states that lie in the northern plains are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam. The National Capital Territory of Delhi is also located in the northern plains. So children, Delhi is also a part of the northern plains. It is located in the northern plains. Punjab receives water from the river Satluj, Ravi and Beas, which make the land fertile and ideal for agriculture. Now, as I told you children, the plains are very good for agriculture because they have the support of the rivers. So, you can underline from here, Punjab receives water from rivers Satluj, Ravi and Beas, which make the land fertile and ideal for agriculture. Wheat being a major producer of wheat, this state is known as the wheat bowl of India. So what is Punjab also known as? The wheat bowl of India. Chandigarh, Patiala, Amritsar, Jalandhar and Ludhiana are some of the important cities of Punjab. The Golden Temple in Amritsar is a famous pilgrimage site. Here we can see the Golden Temple, children. Many of you might have visited this place. It's a beautiful place. Over here children, you can see over here, this portion which you can see over here, this is the Golden Temple in between the Sarovar. It is the water is all around the temple. This is the Gurdwara, and this portion is covered with golden plated sheets. That's why it is known as the Golden Temple. Okay. Haryana lies in the Satluj basin. Chandigarh is the capital city. Some cities of Haryana are part of the National Capital Region. Okay children. Now you can underline from here, Haryana lies in the Satluj basin. Chandigarh is its capital city. Some cities of Haryana are part of the National Capital Region. One of the important states of the Ganga basin is Uttar Pradesh. You always should remember this. One of the important states of the Ganga basin is Uttar Pradesh. Here you see Varanasi, the Ghats of Varanasi over here. It's all in your book. Okay. Yamuna and Ganga are the two main rivers that flow through the state. Underline this also children. From here, one of the important states of the Ganga basin is Uttar Pradesh. Yamuna and Ganga are the two main rivers that flow through the state. The state is known for its sugar mills and wheat farms. Agra, Mathura, Varanasi and Lucknow are some of the important cities of Uttar Pradesh. Now comes the Bihar. Bihar lies in the Ganga basin. Underline over here. Bihar lies in the Ganga basin. Patna is capital. Patna, its capital, is an ancient city and the ruins of the ancient University of Nalanda are located here. Here you can see a picture of the Nalanda, which is in Bihar. Okay, children? Now West Bengal. West Bengal receives water from Ganga and Hooghly rivers, making the land fertile. Jute and rice are the main crops of this region. Here we can see the Hooghly river and the Howrah bridge. Okay. The northern plains extended eastwards to the northeastern states of Assam. The Brahmaputra river flows through Assam, making the land fertile. Guwahati is one of the most important cities of Assam. Okay, children, so we have come to an end of this chapter. So let us sum up, what did we learn? From the very beginning, what we learned was the rivers which flow down from the Himalayas. They bring the alluvial soil and deposit it in the banks of the plains. Okay, the river basin. What is a river basin? We have learnt about it. River basin is an area which is watered by the river or its tributaries. Tributaries are small streams which join the main river. Then we came to know about Indus, where it's originated from. Indus is originated from Tibetan Plateau, and it flows through 3 countries, namely India, Pakistan and China. Okay, and then it has got the main tributaries are the Indus, of Indus are the river Chenab, Jhelum, Satluj, Beas and Ravi. And where does it flow through? It flows through Jammu, Kashmir, Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh. Now the Gangotri glacier, we have seen how the Gangotri glacier looks like. It looks like this. There are 3 pictures here. Okay. So the Gangotri glacier in Himalayas, the river Ganga has originated from the Gangotri glacier, and it flows through Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal. Okay, what is the distributary? Small branches of streams is called distributaries. Okay, and the tributaries of Ganga and Yamuna is Gomti, Ghaghara, Kosi, Gandak. Okay. Some rivers that meet Ganga from the south are Son, Chambal and Betwa. Then Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra river originates from Tibet. Okay. It enters India through the state of Arunachal Pradesh. It is called the river Dihang. It flows through Assam, known as Brahmaputra, and flows into Bay of Bengal. Okay, and Brahmaputra and Ganga forms the largest delta, which is known as the Sundarban Delta. Then we came to know about the Punjab. It receives water from river Satluj, Ravi and Beas. It is also known as the wheat bowl of India. Haryana lies in the Satluj basin. Uttar Pradesh is an important state of Ganga basin, where 2 of the main rivers flow through Uttar Pradesh, that is Yamuna and Ganga. Bihar lies in the Ganga basin too, and the ancient university of Nalanda is located here. West Bengal receives water from Ganga and river Hooghly, and the main crops are jute and rice. Okay children, that could be all for this Thank you so much. Take care. Be safe and bye.